Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're doing a build with Monke video. We haven't done one of those in a little bit. I think the last one we did was day 8 of our advent calendar stuff. Yeah, today I got a late Christmas present from my buddy Fred from my school choir. He ordered this for me a little bit ago and it came in, and to say the least, this is quite a set. Let's readjust the camera just a touch so y'all get to understand what we got. Oh! Okay, I'll just hold the top. My buddy got me this. And to say the least, I'm excited. I've always had a soft spot for these types of sets, so I cannot wait to build this. Because as you guys know, before Transformers, before Star Wars, before anything, there was Ninjago. And honestly, I still collect Ninjago here and there. You know, the plan for this year is a lot of the new Legacy sets I want to get. So yeah, let's start opening. Get the knife. There you go. See how easily those things open? Got our sticker sheet, some scales. I think. Where's the black? Oh, the feet. Okay, the black stickers here for the feet. Then this is for the rings right here. So we got our sticker sheet. We got bag 4. Let's get some space going. Bag 6. Bag 1. Dang, starting off bag 1 good. We got Lloyd and Knocked. Bag 2. Bag 3. And bag 5. Along with the wings and flag being on their own sheet, which is quite nice. And our instruction booklet. So, toss the box down. Get this upper angle. Start doing this. So we're going to want to do this with, there you go, bag 1 plus the flag. So we're going to just gently pull and remove this beautifully printed piece, by the way. This looks beautiful. But it says to remove that, so we got that. And bag 1. So let's start opening. So at least I'm excited to start building this entire set, because Thunderfang is a set I've been wanted for a little while. Because, you know, he's the main bad guy of Season 3 of Dragon's Rising. So, to finally have this, it's nice. Ooh, we have this newer piece. I thought it was the old Scabbard from Season 6. But no, it's a new version. Single shoulder pad on this side instead of this side. Let's see. Gotta say, I love the printing on Lloyd here. Got some nice back printing. The front's looking great with all these golden, just these golden green highlights. They're nice. So, while I get Lloyd's head out, put that on. It says to do this side of his face, so we'll do that. Put that on right there. That looks nice. It says to give him one of the gold swords. Oh no, there's only one gold sword here. We got 3 prismatic blades in here, though. Dang. 1, 2, and 3. I believe one of these are an extra blade. Or, yeah, one of these are an extra blade because the set's only supposed to come with 2. So we got an extra one, and these blades are beautiful. I love this iridescent kind of look that we have with them, along with this just glittery kind of rainbowy colors in here. Looks nice. Lloyd's is looking good, so that's great to see. Straighten that out. Make sure it's all put together. Now we're going on to Knocked. the master of brute force, I believe. So Nox legs, chest, or torso, shoulder pads. Then we grab this beautifully painted head, or a sculpted head. Not sculpted, printed. This beautifully printed head. Attach that right here. Grab this hat, put it on him, and we grab these parts. One right here, and here. Grab the silver katana, slide it in just like that, and grab this black claw piece, and plug it in right there. To say the least, this figure is beautiful looking. Removing the hat for a moment, y'all get to see this nice print work along the face here. The back of the head has some printing too, along with the Forbidden 5 symbol. As some of you know, I already have Drix, the Master of Swarm from the Forbidden 5. So, it's nice to have our second member. Alrighty. Now, to the actual building. Grab this piece. Get 2 tan jumpers. Place them in the middle, just like so. Grab 2 of our masonry bricks. Right here and here. 3 of these flat tile pieces. Place one here. One right here. Then the third one at a slight angle. That's neat. Then grab a few of these. Notification. Neat. Yeah, we grab 2 of these right here. It's just AliExpress. Then we grab this bar tile, plate, thingamajig, you know. Place that right there. Grab 2 of these and start placing. Now this set is one there's something inside this. It ain't going all the way down. Oh no, no there's not. It just looks a little weird from my angle then. Let's see. Underside's fine. Just had some residue there. Go on to the next page. Now we grab 2 of these gray ingots. Place them right here, just like so. Grab 2 of these pieces, right here and here. Place them down. Grab 2 of these and place them right here, just like so. So it should look like this. Then for step 7, we grab, where's your second one? Oh, it's right here. Place those there. Then we grab 2 more of these 1x2 purple tiles, or plates, and plates. No, they're plates, and place them on top. Then we grab 4 of these parts, 2 right back here. Then should be 2 in front, but I am clearly blind again. Yeah, here it is. Oh no! There you go. Got it. So it should look like this by the end of page 13. Alright. Oh man. It's clear. It's been a little bit. My neck's already starting to hurt. That's crazy. Usually my neck don't start hurting until about an hour in. We're not even 10 minutes in yet. Next up is we grab one of these. Where? Oh, it's red. For some reason, I was thinking this piece was gray. We grab one of these, place it right here. Flip it around. Place one here. One right here. Then grab these 2 parts right here. And where is it? Here. Then we just put it over it. Just like so. Makes for a pretty snug connection, actually. It ain't going to fall out on its own, that's for sure. Grab this piece, plug it on the top. Grab these 2, place right there and there. Grab this beautiful piece. The shade of purple that they've chosen for this set's theme is also really nice. It's a nice deep shade. And as some of you know, purple is one of my favorite colors. So just to see it used in such a lovely way, it's endearing to me. So yeah, let's see. Okay. grab one of these, place it right here. Then 2 of these, place one right there, one right there. Place this piece right here, and this piece right here. Just like so. Then we'll grab our 2 of these black claw pieces and plug them in on either side. It's personal preference. Just like so. What am I doing? I was about to say, we haven't even finished this thing yet. I'm already trying to turn... Where did I put that flag? Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. Did I drop it? Oh, it was between some of the pages. Okay. Here I am thinking I lost it. Alrighty. So, we grab one of these bar pieces. Another one of these bar pieces. Oh, no, actually, we grab a brown clip. Grab this brown lightsaber hilt. Plug it in right there. Grab this. Plug in right there. And now, grab this piece. And wedge it through like so. Let's see. Then we put this right here. Just like that. But now with that done, we get to try out the little gimmick. So we grab 2 of these swords. We put one in right here. Or, what way do I do this? Let's see. So it says to put this one in like that. Then you put the next one in like that. Oh! Okay, so you have to do it in that order. Because if you don't, it won't go in no matter what way you do it. So you have to put the first one in and let it go all the way through. Then you put the second one in, and that can go all the way through. Okay. You see, little simple things like that I love. I love simple gimmicks. It's just very entertaining for my amoeba brain. You know, it's nice. Let's see. I don't know what part of Thunderfang we're starting here, but we're starting something on him. So yeah, grab one of these, put together just like so. Bam, bam, bam. 2 of these little studs of holes in them. They go on each end. Flip to the underside. Grab this, and grab this. Finally, 2 of these right here and here. Grab this little piece. Then 2 of these 2 stud high snot bricks or jumpers? No. Can't remember what these are actually called anymore. Grab 2 of these and put them together though. Oh, what an interesting assembly. You grab one of these, put one of those there, grab this, plug it in right there. Then 2 of these smaller white snot bricks. Lift the lip. A little lip right there. Put them together, grab this, just like so. Let's see. Then it just presses in. Huh. That is oddly secure. I like that. Grab one of these. It plugs in right there, I believe. Should. There you go. Then you grab the... Oh, I see. Okay, we grab this. And that plugs in right there. Then we want to grab this little piece. Plug that there. This piece was supposed to go here when I put the black plate on, but just forgot. Then put this right here. So your little thing should look like this so far. With everything here connecting to every little piece like so. Next page has us putting all 4 of these on him. right there, there, and there. Grabbing this piece, place it there. Grab this, snap it in. This one goes right here. This one goes to the side. Then the next one right there. Then these pieces go to the sides right there. And that one like that. Looking lovely as ever. Sorry if I don't have much to say right now. I'm trying to think of more things to talk about, but honestly, I got nothing. So, my apologies. Let's see. Grab this piece. Then just grab some tiles and slopes. They all go together. Put that in right there. Put that there. That goes there. And that goes right there. Goes on the other side. And this piece plugs in there. And then this one right here. Then you come to the front and push it in. Just like so. Looking as good as ever. And these are our extra pieces. 3 katanas, 1 gold, 1 silver, and 1 prismatic. 2 claws of varying sizes. A stud with a hole in it, a lightsaber hilt, a half mask, and a few ingots and plates. So, quite a selection of extra pieces. No, I dropped the silver katana. Oh, shit. A few things are falling over on my little table. That's lovely. Put you there. Now, bag 2. There you are. This one contains Nia, the Master of Water. Hey, well, I know what I could start talking about. My history with Ninjago. I think I've talked about it a few times already, but you see, before Transformers and Star Wars, Ninjago was the show for me as a kid. I grew up with it just all around me. My grandpa was a martial artist, so I was already really into ninjas and samurai. You know, he was a painter too, so he paint onis a lot. If you don't know what an oni is, it's I believe it's a Japanese, or it's either Japanese or Chinese. It's one of the two. You see, I don't study too much on their mythologies as much as I do the Greek, Norse, and Egyptian. But I do believe that Oni are the Japanese's thing, you know. The Oni are like these mystical demons and stuff. My grandpa was one hell of an artist, and he'd paint them pretty often. Let's say, I don't have any of his paintings, you know. He passed away, but before he passed away, he went on this more nomadic lifestyle. And because of that, he left a lot of his possessions behind. And like I'm saying, because of all that, we also lost a lot of those things. Because, you know, he didn't tell us what he was doing. So his roommate would just threw it all out. And it just really sucked. Because, well, those are just a lot of good memories there, you know. Because every Wednesday, back when I did soccer, I'd go visit him. Excuse me, that was probably like right into the camera. Sorry if I hurt you guys' ears. But you see, as a kid, every Wednesday I'd do soccer. But after my soccer practices, I would be driven over to go spend the night with my grandpa. And I always remembered really enjoying it because we'd watch a bunch of horror movies. That's actually where I first watched The Evil Dead. Great movie, by the way. I've already mentioned it a few times because I recently got that Ash figure. But The Evil Dead was something that I loved as a kid. I was very fascinated with the art direction and style of it. But that's what I grew up on. And I grew up with my grandpa a lot. You know, every Wednesday I'd go down, visit him, hang out for a little while, then had to head back. And that's just the cycle we repeated for a while. But eventually he got tired of having to do all these things, having to worry about taxes and businesses and all that. So he opted just to go do his own thing. He didn't want to deal with the problems of the world. So that's what he did. He did just that. He left. He went off and, well, like I said, did his own thing. And he's gone now because of it. And I never got a chance to talk to him before he passed away, which really sucked. Because, in his final years, he wasn't exactly the greatest guy. He changed a lot. Just the nature of the world. The world changes people. But it did still suck. Because I know the same man that I once grew up with was not the same man he died as. He was not who I knew him as. But that doesn't mean I still didn't want that closure. And he's gone. I'll never get that closure. But that's the nature of everything. I loved my grandpa dearly, and I still do now. I made a sword rack for one of his katanas. Say, a bunch of his artwork is strewn across it. He, when he was living that more nomadic lifestyle, he had his katana with him, and on that katana, he took a lot of his artworks and plastered it onto it. And because of that, there's a lot of these just tidbits of art and details and just a bunch of his pictures on it that he had painted. Because he used oil paints. My grandfather was an oil painter. He did a lot in his life, now that I'm thinking about it. A lot more than I'm doing right now, that's for sure. I say, that's just how it is. He would paint a lot of things after he broke his arm. He was a tattoo artist, one of the tattoo artists down here. My Grandpa Doc, he was a tattoo artist down in, well, you already know where I live, Wenatchee. And he would paint a lot in his free time as well, But after he broke his painting hand, his tattooing hand, he just never got back into the groove of it. He never gave it time to heal, and because of that, it just never got better. And he did not like that at all. And you could tell. He was not happy with how the world was treating him. But he got better. He took time to improve things. And honestly, he did quite well for himself after he got readjusted to everything. But like most things, it came to an end. And that end was when he just got tired of dealing with the problems of the world. Got tired of all these things. He chose to, live a homeless life. That's just how it is. Nomadic lifestyle nowadays is just the homeless life. Going from one place to another, occasionally backtracking, but for the most part, homeless. That's just what it is. So he was a homeless man in Wenatchee for quite a while before he passed away. I say it wasn't. I would see him here and there. I only ever saw him, or only ever got to talk to him once, and that was after I realized that was him. So I didn't really get to talk with him. I just said hello, basic greeting, then went on normally. It wasn't until my auntie, his daughter, told me that he was homeless that I realized that was him. That was my grandpa. Because my grandpa, this homeless guy, had the arm broken at the same spot, had it in the sling, just like how my grandpa had his arm in his sling. In the same arm, same everything. And I didn't realize that was my grandpa until I was told, oh yeah, Dad's homeless. And I was like, oh. Because, his daughter refers to him as Dad. He's my grandpa. But it sucked. It really did suck. Because, I looked up to him a lot as a kid. Still do. He's gone now. He died on his own terms. But doesn't mean it didn't suck when it happened. you know? No one likes watching someone that they care about go down that type of path, but he did. And that's just the nature of things. Did I want him to go this nomadic lifestyle? No. I would much prefer him to at least be comfortable with someone in the family, but he kind of ruined a lot of those chances with everyone. Because in those last years, he got very combative. Not like physical, but he was a very verbally violent man in his last few years. He was very out of it because his pain meds, also he got addicted to those. So yeah. Here are our extra parts from that. Kind of crazy that I just went on this whole little conversation about all that. Even though that was just starting off with how I got into Ninjago. But everything's connected one way or another with my family, you know? Whether we meant it or meant to or wanted to. Sometimes things connect in a way we didn't mean it to. But like I started this whole tangent off with, my grandpa had a lot of ninja, samurai, Eastern imagery around where he used to live. You know, before he went homeless. Where he used to live, he had a lot of this more Eastern inspired things. And because of that, I got really into those ideas and designs and architectures. And when I found out that my favorite toy brand, Lego, was doing something, you know, Ninjago over here, I just had to start getting into it. Because Ninjago's pilots, I got on DVD. You know, I used to have them on DVD. I got them as a birthday present because they were on deep discount at a local video store. That's because that video store eventually closed just a little while later, which sucked because I'd love to go to it nowadays, but, you know, it's gone! But yeah, I used to have the original Ninjago pilots on DVD. I'd watch them all the time because, well, it's Lego. It was that or go on to Netflix and watch Clutch Powers, which I also loved as a kid. And when I found out Clutch Powers was in Ninjago, you know, just a few years ago, I was absolutely overjoyed. Before I realized what they were doing with his character, I was like, oh. He went from, yay, to, oh. A very egotistical man. Nah, say, it's fine. They did say never meet your heroes, right? But, jeez, Grandpa's yelling out there. But, what was I saying? Right, pilots. I had the original pilots. I used to watch those all the time. And when I used to watch those all the time, I was also very into sets. You know, I had tubs full of Legos. You know, a lot of it was Star Wars, but a good chunk of it ended up being Ninjago over time. You know, we could start off with Lego City. That's how most Lego fans start off with. Lego City. It's a good starting ground. It's a good way to get a feel for all the things that you might like or might not like. And eventually I got into Mixels. Then eventually it was Ninjago. You know, Star Wars showed up for a little bit between there, but it didn't catch my attention as much. But Ninjago caught my attention immediately. Once I heard about elemental ninjas, I was like, what? You're telling me that guy controls fire? You know? Like, what's cooler than that? You know, to like a 6 to 8-year-old me, that was like the coolest thing in the world. I loved that as a kid. It was right up my alley, you know? A little young boy being into ninjas that could control the elements like water, ice, earth, lightning, fire, whatever Lloyd's power is, green, you know? I got into Ninjago around Let's see. When would that have been? I think I got into it near the end of season 6. Yeah, near the end of season 6, when season 6 was finishing up airing on Cartoon Network, I got into Ninjago. I had passing interest in Ninjago here and there. I had a few Rise of the Serpent sets. I had a few sets here and there just because it's Lego. My family never knew what I wanted as a kid, and neither did I. I just wanted Legos, and so I ended up with a few Ninjago sets here and there. One set I wish I got as a kid was the Ultrasonic Raider. That is a crazy set. And when I heard that Legacy was redoing that one a few years ago, I was ecstatic. Then I saw it. It's like, ooh, that did not look. It does not look that good. I only want it because of that Zane. That is literally the only reason why I would ever buy that set. And that's purely just because I already have 4 of the other 10th anniversary figures. And I must say, I'm just going to say this now, it is amazing that they're bringing Ninjago Legacy back this year. And I'm excited. Honestly, I'm really excited. I am a sucker for them redoing all these older sets. Because, nostalgia. It's a great tool when it comes to marketing. Because you don't really have to market. The people are already marketing it to themselves. Because it's, rose-tinted glasses, nostalgia. You see something that you loved dearly as a kid, and then you want to buy it. And plus, they're not just doing remakes, they're doing whole new sets. We're getting the blacksmith shop, finally. I cannot tell you how excited I am for that. Am I going to get it? Not on the day it releases. I'm broke as hell. Lego is expensive. Like, really expensive. But it is on my radar. I love how that blacksmith shop looks. I say it's neat looking. Then, let's see. Back into what I was saying. What was I saying? All right, Season 6. Season 6 of Ninjago is when I started getting into it. I just like the show-wise. I was starting to get into Ninjago as a show and just as a whole idea. And I must say, the writers did an okay job. Season 6 honestly had some pretty decent writing. Just for it to all come out to the end where it's like, oh no, no one remembers except for Jay. And I think Nauticon. Nauticon was the main bad guy in Season 6. He was, if you guys know what a djinn is, like an evil genie, as just like a simple description, that's what a djinn is. Evil genie, basically. They take your wish, twist your words, adjust it to help them screw you over, basically. That's what Nauticon is. A djinn. Let's see. Grab this. Which way do we... Okay, we plug it in like this. So we just grab you. Come on. There we go. Y'all can't really see this. 1 second. There you go. That's how it's coming together so far. Y'all probably really bored listening to me rant, but the main reason why I started this channel is purely because I like just talking. Talking is a fun thing for me, as y'all can probably tell. Me blabbing and blabbing on about my life woes and problems. Nah, I get it. I get that a lot of you guys probably don't want to listen to me ramble on. But honestly, I think that's why I enjoy YouTube so much. I like sharing things. I like spending time doing this. Because YouTube isn't a job to me, it's a hobby. It's something I do when I have time or when I feel like it. No one should take YouTube so seriously. People just need to cool it, relax. Yeah, YouTube is a pretty good job here and there, but it's not the end of the world. Nothing terrible is going to happen just because you miss a few days. No, I was at 144 subscribers. I lost one. Did it suck? Yeah, just a touch, but hey, that's just the nature of things. Nothing's gonna go your way. But that's fine. That's how the world is. If everything went the way you wanted it to, then what's the point of living? Well, the world has the world has challenges for a reason. They keep you invested. They keep you in a good mood. Looks like we're starting the legs. They give you something to do, though. That's why I enjoy doing all this. Because I like just being able to be genuine. Yeah, I can be genuine with my family and my friends. But just being genuine with a bunch of people I don't know, it's fun. No, like, you all actively choose to still sit here with me. It means a lot. No? You had every opportunity just to leave once I started rambling on about something that wasn't today's subject. But you all still chose to stay. And just because I don't know who you are doesn't mean I don't appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys even chose to start this video. I appreciate the fact that you guys are even here. If anyone's listening to this, thank you. It genuinely means a lot to me. Because you chose to have me here as a part of your day. You're having me willingly take up your time. You want to know how important time is? It's one of the most important things in the world. You only have so much time before you kick the bucket. So the fact that y'all are choosing to watch me to pass some of that time, or just because you're bored, or just because you actually genuinely enjoy my content, which if you do, thank you somehow, because let's be honest, my content's pretty mediocre. But it does mean a lot when I say this, I mean it. It means everything to me that you all choose to stay here. Y'all do not have to do that. Bitch, you still do. And I just gotta say, that is utterly incredible to me. That some of you guys just choose to stay here. And many of you probably won't. That's fine. I ain't gonna get on your guys' ass about it. Hell, I don't know half of you guys. But that doesn't mean I'm not gonna thank you. You took time out of your day to say hello, to watch this video, to visit for a bit. It's nice. And that gives me time to tell you guys how I've been, or what I'm up to, you know? Because a lot of this stuff that I tell you is, well, reality. This is what's going on with me. But that doesn't mean I don't want to hear what you guys are up to, or what's going on with you guys. That's the main reason why I started this channel. Yeah, I started it when I was a kid. I started thinking that it was easy. It was like, oh, I'm gonna become a top YouTuber in no time. No, the algorithm sucks. It's a challenge to go anywhere on YouTube, and I don't want to go anywhere. I like being in my niche corner. You know, I enjoy being back here. God. Say on my feet, or I'm saying crisscross. I forgot how odd that makes your feet feel after a little while. But like I was saying, the algorithm just kind of sucks to work around or work with because, well, it's the algorithm. Who wants to work with that damn thing? Not me. Nah, I say it's fair though. I say it's very rare for me to get videos from smaller YouTubers. No, it's a very rare thing for me. But when I do, I always watch them. I try to leave comments here and there because, well, it helps them. It boosts engagement. It makes YouTube think, oh hey, this person interacted, so we should boost their presence. And I like doing that. I like helping people go further up into the creator space. You know, it's nice. And yeah, maybe don't do much, but the few times it does, it is just nice. Because I remember when I was younger, the first time I hit even 10 views on my video, I was so ecstatic. You know, it was the coolest thing to me. It was like, wow, these people are actually watching my videos. Awesome! You know? That type of childhood joy, that hype, that excitement, the thrill. And you know what? I still enjoy that. I enjoy trying to give people that. Because there's only so much you can do in the world. So when you're given the opportunity to do fun things or to do something good, I always try to do it. Because if you don't, what's the point? You're not making your life easier. You're not making your life better. You're just actively choosing to ignore a problem and just ignore someone else that could need that help or could need you to help. And honestly, this kind of loops back to my grandpa. I wish I got more chances or opportunities to talk to him. Yeah, I probably wouldn't have helped much, but just being able to speak with him, hang out with him a few more times before he passed away, I feel like it would have done at least a little bit of something. Maybe not much of anything. Hell, probably nothing. But even just getting to speak with him one more time would have been nice. But that's not how the world is. No matter how much you want the world to go your way, you gotta make it go your way. Because it's not going to be easy for you. It will never just bend its knee to you. You gotta do it yourself. Because this world's hard. It's hard on a lot of people. And the people it's hard on, they have my sympathy. You know? I get it. The world fucking blows at times, but it doesn't blow forever. You got your friends, family, people that care about you. Whether it be, like I said, a friend, a family member, a co-worker, a boss, an employee, someone in between. There's always at least one person that's willing to lend an ear and listen to you, you know? To hear out what you got. You know, you got an issue? I'm sure there's some people out there that are willing just to listen. You know? Some people that just want to listen. For example, me. A lot of the times, if people don't ask for my thoughts, I'll just sit there and listen for them. I'll be an ear. I'll be their ear. I'll sit down. I'll listen to their thoughts. And if they ask me for what I think, I'll tell them straight. I'll just tell them straight up how it is. I'll give them my thoughts on something. And sometimes I don't have much to say. Other times I have a lot to say. You know? There's not much for me to do. But whenever someone actually asks me a genuine question or wants my thoughts on something, I love sharing my thoughts. It's fun. Gives me something to do. I say it's just the nature of things. One thing I always enjoyed doing was walking. I always took times going for a walk, looking around, seeing what the world had to offer. Because as a kid, the world's endless. You never know what's just around the corner or what's next. There we go. Got our other leg done. Man, I gotta straighten my feet out. They're going numb on me. Feels like TV static all over again. Right. Flip to the underside and add you. Alright, I'm back. I had to go for a quick little walk. Get my feet going again. Let's see. Oh, hey, speaking of feet, looks like we're building them. So there's one leg. There's the other leg. We'll just have you stand on your nubs for a little bit. Ooh. Alright. So this process should be pretty easy. We're going to be mirroring. Now, like I was saying, when I was younger, a lot of the time I'd go for walks. I'd seek out people to talk to and just start chit-chatting. Because as a kid, you know, you never really understand the concept of, oh yeah, that's a bad person. How do you know it's a bad person? Well, look at him. Say, what am I supposed to see? To me, it just looks like a person. She was one of those kids. I was one of those kids that was just like, wow, stuttered terribly there. I was one of those kids that just look at someone and would still feel the urge to question why we don't go do that. Even though the person clearly looks like they would shoot me. I'd still ask them, why don't we go talk to him? I was not a bright kid, as y'all can tell. You know, I'm over here doing a YouTube video for all of you. Something's clearly wrong with me. Let's see. Nah, I still enjoy this though. It's fun. I say if I didn't enjoy this, then I wouldn't be doing this any longer. But it's a nice hobby to have. It's a nice way to talk to everyone, you know. Even though in the end, I'm not really talking to you guys. Y'all are just listening. But it's still nice just to speak my mind. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on some of these things. What's this? Let's see. That attaches there. Flip this around. Grab this. And attach just like that. There we go. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Man. Today was a long day at school. It's our first day back from break. Feels weird. Just a really weird feeling for me. You know? When you're gone from doing something for so long, you miss it. But then when you go back, you just realize, did I actually miss it? Or did I just miss the feeling of a cycle? Because that's what I realized I think I was missing. I was missing having something to do. I didn't have that feeling when I did the advent calendar stuff, because at the very end of the day, I at least had something to do. But those 5 days, or those 4 days before we went back to school, really sucked for me. Because, you know, it's very easy. Oh shit, right, the stickers. Can't forget the stickers. Let's see. I'm gonna fuck up the placement if I do that. Give me that piece. Fuck! It's at an angle. Always hated the stickered parts. Even now, I still hate them. So nowadays, I'm a little more precise than I used to be as a kid. Don't care how precise you are. Hell, most people don't care how precise. Still sucks. There we go. The only reason why the part separator should even be in this set. Alright. Now, bag 5. I must say, it is nice finally having this set. And it is nice being a step closer to completing the Forbidden 5. Even though those guys are all like in really expensive sets. Zart is in 3 sets. Noct is in 2. Drix is in 2 sets. Kerr is in 1 set. And Rox is in 1 set. Kerr is in the $200, or no, not $200. Is it $200? Whatever. Kerr is in that Lloyd's Jet Mech set. And Rox is in the J Dragon Mech thingamajiggy. I can't remember what's called. I'll let you know if I do remember it. Cannot for life me remember it though right now. Alright. It's crazy to me though. We're going to go into Ninjago here. Before I'm talking about it, at least. So we're going back on topic now. Hooray! It is crazy to me how underused the Forbidden 5 were in the show. For Dragon's Rising Season 3, no, they had a few really good scenes. I'll give them that. There were some good ones in there. But they felt underutilized to me. Which kind of sucks considering the Forbidden 5, you know, they were built up as like really big villains in Season 2. Just for them to kind of drop the ball in Season 3. Which is kind of lame, to say the least. Because, you know, I'm a sucker for Ninjago. It's like the thing for me. You know, before, like I was saying before, wow, a lot of befores. Like I was saying earlier, before Transformers, before Star Wars, it was Ninjago. And like I've said before, Ninjago was the greatest thing of all time to me. I loved it so much as a kid. So to see them kind of drop the ball on these pretty big characters that they were like hyping up, they were like really hyping these guys up. Just for them to drop the ball was really weird to me. Because you wouldn't think they would do that. And yet, they dropped it terribly. You know, yeah, they had a bit of a return as ghosts for Thunderfang here in the part 2 of Season 3, but doesn't mean it still did this. It doesn't mean it didn't disappoint me, though. Because they didn't have any, like, speaking roles as the ghosts. They were just... even then, they felt underutilized. Underutilized. There you go. And a lot of the lore stuff, too. It's really... It's very... I swear to God, if I keep stuttering. I'm invested. I'm quite invested with it. And I'm quite excited to see where the rest of it's going to go. But I'm also quite disappointed with how some characters were utilized. Zane and Pixel just vanish at the end of at the end of the first part of Season 2. Or not 2, 3. So at the end of part 1 of Season 3, they just kind of fuck off. Or no, the beginning of part 2, they go off on their own like little trip. So they're gone. Which also makes me think, how do they not realize souls are like being taken away if they're traveling all over the world? Like, you'd think Thunderfang would send, like, scouts all the way out there to collect souls, to wherever Zane and Pixel are, but no, no. Apparently it never happened, or never occurred to him, I believe. See, it's just a little weird to me. I feel like they could have done a few things better writing-wise. Because writing Zane and Pixel out kind of sucked, but I also understand it's to make things a little easier to write. Because having that many characters to write with can be really difficult. Let's just be honest. Because if anyone here, or anyone watching, has tried writing something with, like, 9+ characters as main or secondary characters, it's really difficult. Like, it is an actual challenge to do. And writers, authors, they have my sympathy because they get so much shit from people. Like, oh, why are they underutilized? You could have used them better. It's like, well, you can't. Because if you try to use them, you run the risk of really messing up their character development and stuff. Or just making a really bad story. You gotta find a balance. Oh. We grab this ring and put it in between. Let's see. We grab this small chain. Nope, my bad. You go on the other way, like this. Ah. Okay. Grab the end of you. Set that clip up. Grab this piece. Grab this one. It's a softer plastic. Nice. Then we grab this ring. Clip it onto him, just like so. And just snap that arm on. Just like that. Slowly but surely again. Just gonna crack this one open. Good old Dr. Pepper. You can't go wrong with Dr. Pepper. Alright. Let's get started on the next one. As a kid, my mom and I, we were fiends for Dr. Pepper. It was the soda for us. We'd get it all the time and stuff. We used to binge watch The Walking Dead together too when it was releasing on TV. We used to just binge watch it together all the time. It was fun. Good days, good times. Back when me and my mom used to do things together. Nowadays, she's doing her own thing, I'm doing my own thing. It's just how it goes when you grow up. Does it suck? Yeah. It's always gonna suck. But it's the nature of things. Parents are gonna get distant with their kids. It's just how it goes. That's how most parents are, right? Most parents get distant with their own kids when they get older. And honestly, that's just the nature of things. Stuff like that happens. What am I supposed to do? Magically change it? I can't do that. Not if she's not willing to at least try with me. But it's fine. Like I said, that's just how things are. Putting stuff on wrong. This goes here, I believe. This one goes right here. Yeah, I'm misremembering terribly. Let's just actually turn the page and watch where everything goes. Let's see. That there, that there, that there. Yes, 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 yes. Ah. Okay. Okay. That's what I did wrong. Okay. I had things going in the right places just at the wrong times. There we go. There we go. Now, the bigger one. goes right there. Just like so. That just leaves the collar stuff now. Grab this. Slide it there. Grab this piece. Just like so. Can't remember what I was... Woo! Don't want him falling over. Big fucker. I was going to say, he falls over, that's the end of everything. Damn. Let's see. I didn't leave any of the chains in the bag, did I? I feel like there should be a second chain here. Oh, let's just focus on the hand. The problem at hand. I ever tell you guys about the time I passed out from my own joke? It was a really stupid one too. It was a damn dad joke, and I laughed so hard that I went so long without breathing that I just collapsed face first into our damn table. Oh god, it was bad. I would say let's see. Okay, there's just some inconsistencies here. What the hell? I'm missing... We have two of these. This piece goes here, obviously. Then the small one goes this way, I believe, right? Oh, it matches. It's supposed to match. Okay, I'm checking the bags. So bag 5 is empty, so... I think I'm just missing that. No! Okay. Yeah, say I'm just missing the other... No, I'm just stupid. That's supposed to be a small one right there. The other side's different. That's why. No, that's a big one. Oh, no, that's the other arm. There you go. Yeah, it's a smaller one. Okay, so it's asymmetrical. Nice! As y'all know, I love asymmetry. Sweet. And, yeah, it's asymmetrical over here, too. Okay. Well, panic subverted. You know, I was over thinking I was missing pieces. Which would have really sucked, too, because, as you guys know, Legos aren't cheap anymore. There we go, though. We got our other arm on. Looking beautiful. Okay. Our extra pieces. Now that leaves the wings and bag 6. So, let's grab these. Gotta be gentle not to warp the plastic while pulling these out, as that can happen, and has happened to me on a few wings, mainly with my E-Galt, because I'm pulling it out. It came out, yeah, but it also came out a little stretched in some parts, which really sucked for me. Also, is this tear? These horns look a little longer than usual. Alright, yeah, it is tear. Nice. The only reason why I really care that guy's tear is because I think I mentioned this earlier. I've done research into mythologies, and in Norse mythology, Tyr is the name of the Norse god of war. There you go. Got our wings, which look beautiful, by the way. We put them off to the side for now. Same for our sticker sheet. Ooh, we got some more of them iridescent pieces. Look at that. That's neat looking. We're going to take this off the table now. Just for my sake. So we have room for everything else that we've built. See. Nope, I can't zoom out any further now. Lame. Boo. That's fine though. Okay, let's continue now. There's the armor. Grab this. Grab Tyr's head. Grab the helmet. Got our little wing. Plug them in right there. Grab our maroon clips. Grab our maroon wings. And plug it in to the side right there. Grab Tyr's legs. Sword. And what is that? When did they make this piece? It's a penis. Nah. So I've never seen this piece before, though. That's cool. Where's... Okay, here they are. We got our maroon clip and wing again. And finally, our black horns. One for this side. If it wants to go in. There you go. And one for the other side. Just like so. Looking lovely. Got a nice head print down there. And an alternative head print too. Which, if it wants to turn. There you go. Next it looks like the dragon head spewing out fire. You know, bleh! That type of jazz. Now, we start working on the collar. Grab this, and grab this, just like so. Grab a few more of our little parts and pieces and knickknacks and doodads. Start putting everything together. Crazy to think that we've about got this thing done in an hour. Probably would have gotten it done quicker if I wasn't talking so much, but hey, where's the fun in not talking at all? Y'all don't want to be just watching pure and utter silence of just me building? Or do you? If you do, let me know. Because I can do that too. No, just a cough here and there. No, no, just let you guys know I'm still here. Let's see. Grab this. That goes right there. Looking all regal and crap. Grab this piece. I must say, for something you shackle someone with, they really made it look absolutely gorgeous. You know, and if you hate the guy, why would you absolutely bling him out? Like, this shit is beautiful. Like, they're giving him these beautiful looking crystals. And I know it's prismatic stuff. The prismatic gems kind of just keep him imprisoned. Let's see. Sticker sheet. Time for the finishing touches. Okay, I guess that one wants to come up first. There we go. Put that off to the side for now. aka just on my floor. Since that's where a lot of them bags are down to. Alright. Slightly crooked, but hey, nothing's perfect. Because if everything was perfect, then no one would be different. And that's what we want. Living in a perfect world isn't so perfect. Because in the end, you'd be the odd one out then. A world of perfection is a world that is imperfect. There we go. We can bring them a little closer. There we go. Oh, there's supposed to be some space between them, though. There you go. That looks good. Grab these two parts. Clip that one in right there. Grab this chain. Do that. What's next? Ah, so that's why that little piece is there. So we can just slide it on that little thing. And you all can't see. Let's remove it. I was wondering earlier why we added this little bar. It's so it slides into this hole. just like that, which honestly looks really nice. Oh, and that's where the other end of this piece goes. Clicks in right there. All right, looks like we're working on the head, which looks beautiful, by the way. Don't worry, I'll bring the camera back up so y'all can look at his beautiful face when we're done. Must say, I love the dual molding, by the way. We got some red opaque plastic and some trans purple in here. Not purple, pink. Oh yes, it's totally purple. You know, comparing this to this is clearly purple. Oh, it's supposed to be like this. Neat! Sorry if I sound stupid. It's just, a lot of these things are really cool to me. Because the last dragon I built was Egalt. And to say the least, I loved building that thing. But it's also quite different from this, because this is a bipedal dragon. And let's be honest, how often do we get a bipedal dragon? Not very often. So we can get to I think, yeah, should be about there. Anything else to add to the head? Let's see. Nope. Now we just, there we go. That's a nice looking head. Blah, blah, blah. I'm evil and shit, you know? Now, let's get attaching. Grab this. This piece. This piece. One of these. One of yous. And one of yous. Just like that. Am I looking at this right? Yes, I am looking at it right. Grab this. Grab this piece. Just like so. Want to, where's a plug-in? Just like that. Grab this. Bring you in. Just boop. Grab yours. Just like so. Ain't that lovely? Okay. Alright. Alright. Grab you. Probably should start mirroring this over to the other wing too. Let's start working on that. Because let's be honest, both wings are a mirror of each other. That's just the nature of these types of sets. Especially just dragons as a whole. Watch it not be a mirror over and I just start panicking. Usually is though. If it's not, then y'all get to watch me disassemble and rebuild. Usually is a mirror though. Come on, buddy. You are not supposed to be aligned like that. Did I fix it? No. That fixed it. Okay, get you in there. Push you down. Grab you, reattach. There you go. Okay. Am I looking at that right? Yeah, I am. Okay. Just want to do a good old-fashioned mirror. Must say, can't wait to see how this guy poses. He doesn't have knees or elbows, but I think a Lego set should just be able to enjoy what it has based off the pure merit alone. So I'm quite excited to see how this looks when it's done. Alrighty. Grab this on both sides. attach you there, and attach you there. Then we ended off with the black cones, because that's how these always end off. So, one there, one there, one there, and finally one right there. And we got a bunch of these black town pieces, so just assuming here, we attach those to right here along these cones. Then we grab all of our black pins, start placing. Just like so. Okay. Oh, thank God. I thought that was one of the black pins. I was like, whoa! Okay, I see how these work. Just need to make sure I was placing these pins right. So we place one. So we have 3 on the end of the wing, then 1 at the very end of the second inside piece. And now we just grab our wings. Let's see. Right there. Right there. Right there. And right there. We'll attach those in a moment. The one downside about me having this set now, though, is I don't have any space currently to display this, which really sucks, because I know my friend's probably going to want me to display this, because, you know, it was quite a bit of money that they spent. You know, like I was saying earlier, Legos aren't cheap. But knowing what I usually have to do, I might have to take this apart and store it away till I actually have room for it. And because we have extra studs, we'll place some on the undersides right here and here. So we have some extras ready to go. And finally, after all this time, we can get our wings attached. Am I attaching this the right way? No, I'm not. Am I? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes. There we go. Holy shit. Oh my God. There he is. Gotta open this back up. Grab those. Clip it in. And there he is. Thunderfang. The Dragon of Chaos. Now this well, yeah, it is a figure. It's a giant buildable figure. Just basically a modern day Bionicle with a bunch of extra tiny pieces. This figure here, though, is honestly impressive. This build is fun. I enjoy what I got out of this. He looks nice. Can hit some pretty interesting poses, you know. Let's see what we can do. Put that in, put that in. There we go. We can get him to start, as the kids say, mew. Mew. I'm fucking losing my mind, aren't I? Nah, though. Let's say, this is cool. I like this a lot. This is honestly, for the amount of pieces there are, the color breakup is nice. He looks great. I'm surprised he's standing with all this extra weight and with how small his heels are. See, because his heels are pretty small. So with all this extra stuff on him, he is standing really well. And honestly, that's cool. Ooh. Excuse me. This is honestly a really neat looking dragon. Let alone a bipedal dragon. I think Thunderfang here might be our first bipedal dragon, which, if that's the case, is awesome. Because I'm a sucker for these. No, have him point at the camera. You! No, stuff like that. This is really neat, though. I like what we got here. Poses quite well, too. Don't take everything out. Has a ball joint at the tail, a ball joint right here, and a ball joint right here, which gives us our full range of motion. Want Thunderfang to look like he has an erection? There you go! Let's see. No chest movement besides a little wobble, because that's just how Legos are. We got a nice rotation, full 360. No, not full 360. Quite a bit though at the legs. Can go all the way out that far too, so he can do the splits. No leg movement, but there is an ankle pivot, like so, because it's on 2 ball joints, just like that. So you can get some nice movement out of this. Head's on a ball joint, as always. Up that far, down that far, side to side, full 360. Mouth opens that far down. Can shift forward that far, back that far, and that's really about it. The wings are on ball joints, so that's nice, as you all saw when I was assembling. We'll move those to the back for a moment. And the arms are on ball joints, full 360. Arms can go out that far. No elbow rotation because, well, they're using these new core elbows, along with 360 rotation at the wrist, just like that, because it's on a ball joint. I love our ball joints here, right? Fingers are all on hinges, and these two can rotate, just like so. Only because that's how that piece was designed. It's just the piece's nature. Yeah, you can have 2 thumbs instead of 1. Thunderfang, as a figure, though, is honestly really cool. I say, this is a fun build. Say, at least I enjoyed this build a lot. And honestly, I would recommend that you guys get this for yourself. It's nice. Looks good. Comes with some neat little features, like the little shrine thingamajig, Put one sword in, then put the next one in. That opens up all the way to allow for this to, come out. If we lock it back in, though, we can do that. Oh, shit. You're not supposed to come out. I only have one sword in. Oh, shit. I almost dropped it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like it a lot. Neat little gimmick. Plus, I like all these little plastic details, too. They're nice. Set's overall a nice joy to handle. So, yeah. Let's go into some of these minifigures. The first minifigure here that I have next to me is Sora. She's using her Season 1 suit, I believe. Yeah, this is her Season 1 suit, which looks nice. The face print is the same as usual, We have her angry face, then her elemental power ability thingamajig face. Got a nice hairpiece too, honestly. I like this coral pink. Along with some nice arm printing here too from Imperium. Some Imperium techie details. Nia over here is lovely looking. The gold highlights, the metallic colors, just make her look beautiful. The face print's nice on both sides. Back print is quite lovely, showing a dragon along with some elemental details on the side. So yeah, looking as beautiful as ever. Our next figure is Aaron with the what's it called? This potion, this bottle is the reason why Thunderfang even died in the first part of Season 3. Can't remember what's called. That's going to bother me a lot now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, this potion bottle here was used to beat Thunderfang. Aaron here has some new printing details, along with Big Evil. Nah, he's not really that evil. But this suit is from when he was being taught and trained underneath Roz, the main villain, or one of the main, the main villain for Season 2, I believe. Or one of the main villains, I guess. Because then the Forbidden Five did their own thing at the end. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, though. Aaron here looks quite nice. The black pieces are well designed and just well molded. Face print is as lovely as ever. Same face print we've had since Season 1, but I don't mind too much. I would like some more expressions for Aaron's face, though. Or for Aaron overall. Because, like, his eyebrows are gone when he put the mask on. So, yeah. We already went over Lord and Noct, so... And we already went over Tyr. I guess... Just got a few more things to do. For example... size comparisons. With what, you may ask? Each other! So, let's get all the figures set up. And just show off how they all look together. God, Lloyd, quit doing flips. You're not Gandalf the White. Get out of here. There we go. This all, honestly, looks really nice together. And I am happy to be the owner of this set now. This was an absolute treat to build. And I'm happy I just have it. And thank you, Fred, for getting me this set. This means a lot to me. And I hope you enjoy the wooden sword I made you. So yeah, with that all being said, thank you all for watching. And if you made it this far, thank you. Honestly, it means a lot. So yeah, with that all being said, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye!